Welcome back to Image Deco, your source of home design and interior inspiration. Today, we're diving into the perfect blend of rustic charm and minimalist beauty, focusing on small garden ideas that complement a cozy, budget-friendly, small modern barn house design. Imagine a warm wooden barn exterior, paired with a carefully curated garden space that doesn't cost a fortune yet makes your home feel like a peaceful retreat. We'll explore design tips, layout ideas, plant selections, and clever budget hacks to bring your outdoor dream to life. Whether you have a front yard, backyard, or just a little green patch, these ideas will help you transform your outdoor space without breaking the bank. So, make sure you subscribe to the Image Deco channel, hit that like button, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's start creating a stunning rustic minimalist garden that feels both stylish and affordable. The rustic minimalist garden style is all about simplicity, warmth, and natural textures. Instead of overwhelming your space with too many decorative elements, it focuses on purposeful choices that feel cozy and connected to nature. Think raw wood, stone pathways, soft neutral tones, and greenery that blends harmoniously with your home's architecture. In the context of a small modern barn house, this design approach enhances the structure's charm while keeping the overall look uncluttered. Minimalist design reduces visual noise, while rustic elements bring in a sense of comfort and timeless beauty. This combination allows your garden to feel inviting and spacious, even if it's small. The key is to use natural materials, like reclaimed timber or weathered stone, that are affordable and durable. By prioritizing these elements, you'll achieve a balanced design that is both budget-friendly and visually stunning, perfectly framing your barn house in understated elegance. Good design starts with a smart layout, especially when working with a small space. The goal here is to create a flow that feels open yet cozy, with designated areas for walking, planting, and relaxing. For a small modern barn house, the garden can be divided into functional zones: a seating area with rustic benches, a small planting bed for herbs or flowers, and a pathway that guides visitors from one space to another. Consider using simple gravel paths bordered with low wooden edges to define walkways without heavy construction costs. Keep the layout open to allow sunlight to reach all corners, which makes the space feel larger. Avoid overfilling the garden. Instead, choose a few focal points, such as a rustic water feature or a reclaimed wood trellis, to create interest without clutter. A well-thought-out layout ensures that every inch of your garden feels intentional and welcoming. Plant selection is crucial to achieving a rustic minimalist garden style. Focus on low maintenance, native plants that thrive in your climate, as they will save you both time and money in the long run. For a modern barn house aesthetic, ornamental grasses, lavender, rosemary, and wildflowers bring texture, scent, and color without overpowering the space. Arrange plants in clusters for a natural feel, leaving enough breathing room between them to maintain that minimalist openness. You can also mix evergreen shrubs with seasonal flowers for year-round appeal. The rustic touch comes from plants that look slightly untamed, creating an organic connection to nature, while the minimalist approach ensures that each choice feels deliberate. Using potted plants made from terracotta or recycled wood planters can also add a charming handmade feel, while giving you flexibility to rearrange your garden's look when desired. Rustic minimalist gardens thrive on the beauty of raw, natural materials. For pathways, consider crushed gravel, weathered bricks, or flagstone that blends into the landscape. For seating, reclaimed wood benches or simple metal-framed chairs with wooden slats add authenticity without excess cost. Planters made from upcycled barrels or stone troughs can serve as both practical and decorative pieces. In a small modern barn house setting, these natural elements connect the indoor and outdoor environments seamlessly, creating a unified look. Avoid overly polished finishes. Instead, embrace the imperfections and textures that give materials character. This approach not only enhances visual appeal, but also ensures that your garden design feels timeless. By sourcing materials locally or repurposing what you already have, you keep your budget low while achieving a warm, lived-in aesthetic that feels both rustic and refined. A small garden feels more inviting when it includes a comfortable place to sit and enjoy the surroundings. In a rustic minimalist setting, this doesn't mean heavy furniture or elaborate setups. Instead, opt for simple wooden benches, folding chairs, or a small bistro table set that can easily be moved when needed. Position your seating to capture the best views of your garden or to enjoy natural light throughout the day. Adding a few soft outdoor cushions in neutral tones can make the space feel extra cozy without overpowering the minimalist look. For a barn house vibe, you could even incorporate a swinging bench made from reclaimed wood. The idea is to create an intimate spot where you can read, sip coffee, or chat with friends while surrounded by the natural charm of your garden, making it a true extension of your home. beautiful rustic minimalist garden doesn't require a huge budget. It just takes some creative thinking. Start by repurposing materials you already have, like old wooden crates for planters or leftover stones for edging. Look for affordable plant options at local markets or community plant swaps. Instead of expensive lighting, use solar-powered lanterns or string lights to create a warm glow at night. Another great tip is to start small and expand gradually. Focusing on one area at a time ensures that you're not overwhelmed financially or physically. DIY elements, such as handmade garden signs or simple trellises made from reclaimed wood, add personality without cost. By combining thriftiness with intentional design choices, you can achieve a high-end look for a fraction of the price, allowing your barn house garden to feel both luxurious and affordable. Lighting plays a big role in enhancing the rustic minimalist feel, especially in the evenings. Warm-toned lighting brings out the textures of wood, stone, and greenery, making your garden inviting after sunset. Solar-powered lights are eco-friendly and budget-friendly, requiring no complicated wiring. String lights draped along a fence or pergola create a soft, magical atmosphere. You can also use small lanterns on tables or along pathways for a more traditional rustic touch. In a barn house garden, lighting should feel understated yet intentional, highlighting key features like a seating area, a plant bed, or a decorative structure. Avoid overly bright, modern fixtures. Instead, choose lights with warm bulbs and simple designs to maintain the minimalist balance. This subtle glow will make your garden an evening retreat where you can relax or entertain guests in comfort. rustic minimalist garden is designed to be low maintenance, but that doesn't mean it should be neglected. Regular care keeps your plants healthy and your space looking fresh. Minimalism is about keeping only what you need, so remove any plants or objects that don't serve a purpose or add beauty. Keep pathways clear and seating areas tidy. Since you've chosen hardy, low-maintenance plants, your main tasks will be occasional pruning, watering, and seasonal planting to refresh the look. Using mulch can help retain soil moisture and reduce weeds, making upkeep even easier. For wooden furniture and structures, a yearly treatment with a natural wood oil will keep them looking their best. With just a little attention, your rustic minimalist garden will continue to complement your small modern barn house for years to come, staying both cozy and effortlessly stylish. And there you have it, beautiful, budget-friendly ideas to create a rustic, minimalist small garden that perfectly complements your cozy, small modern barn house. By blending natural materials, low-maintenance plants, and thoughtful design choices, you can transform even the smallest outdoor space into a warm, inviting retreat. Remember, the key is simplicity with purpose. Every element should feel intentional, yet relaxed. If you found these tips inspiring, make sure to subscribe to Image Deco for more home and garden design ideas. Like this video to support our channel, and share your thoughts or personal garden tips in the comments below. Together, we can turn any space into a place of beauty and comfort, no matter the size or budget. Your dream rustic minimalist garden is closer than you think. Now it's time to start creating it.